Hi, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope you've had a fantastic weekend. Welcome to another episode of Kokoist Monday Masters. Today is a very exciting day because we've just released the new Nail Thoughts Rose Quartz Kit. Now, we had recently the 4-year anniversary of the Tortoiseshell Kit, which is one of our most popular products in the line. And we decided to expand the kit selection. So now we're going to have this really, really cute Rose Quartz Kit available for you guys. Rose quartz nails are a very vibey, marbly, beautiful kind of pinky whitey energy. You can see there's ways to make it more pink, more white. Looks very much like a natural rose quartz stone on your nail. Now, for some people, this type of design, because it's not very regimented, can be a little bit tricky to achieve. So we've created this kit to make it super duper easy for you. So in this new kit, you're going to get 5 products. Okay, you're going to get 2 bottled gel colors, 1 potted gel color, and 2 brushes. So the 2 bottled colors that you get are NTO6 Rose Quartz, which is like a milky sheer pink color, NTO7 Spritzer, which is like a deep magenta jelly color that we'll use to create really cool shadows and vibrancy in our rose quartz. You get the potted gel color E56 Bluey White, which is like the best white for any kind of design work. And then you get the detailer brush, which is a beautiful liner brush, and the smoosh brush, which is a very small round brush that we'll use for blending. And you'll also get this super cute Nail Thoughts travel bag. It's like sparkly and pink. It's so super cute. So if you are watching this video right now, that means that the Rose Quartz Kit is live on CocoistUSA.com, so you can go and purchase it right now. It released today at 10 a.m. on the 31st. So if you want to go and grab it, you can. But to celebrate, I thought I would show you guys how I use these products to create this Rose Quartz marble look. Let's get started. All right, so I've got my almond medium gel lip tip ready to rock here, and we're going to start out by applying 1 coat of Nail Thoughts NTO6 Rose Quartz. This is a really, really beautiful color, just a nice, warm, kind of milky pink vibe. And we're just going to be using this to do our base. Nice even coat, nothing crazy. We do not need this to be solid. It is a translucent color, so it's going to give us kind of that glassy effect. And then we're going to cure this for 30 seconds. All right, and then once we're happy with that, we are going to go ahead and move on to using the NT07 Spritzer color. This is a deep magenta, very, very jelly color, super see-through, very candy, absolutely stunning. We're going to take this and put some on our metal palette here. It's going to look dark, don't be scared. And then we're going to take our Nail Thoughts Smoosh brush, this guy here. It's a very small, round brush, and pick up a little bit of that spritzer. This is a very vibey look. It's very kind of the less you try, the better it looks. So the way that Katie describes it is to break up the nail in like into triangles. So we're going to be doing 3 little blobs down with our spritzer color and then kind of blending it out with the edge of our brush. So we're going to start by making our little planning triangle. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Don't think about it too hard, okay? Because now we're going to go back in and we're going to start kind of blending and smoking, creating different kind of shades of the pink around the nail. You can wipe off your brush if you want to leave some lighter spots and really blend it away. You can add some more spritzer if you want some deeper parts. The key here is to keep it really natural. Don't think about it too hard. Don't try to establish any kind of pattern with your color. You really just want it to look floaty and cloudy and blendy with lots of different layers of the pink. So you have dark spots, light spots, fadey spots. And then once you're happy, we're going to cure this for 30 seconds. So this is where we are after we cure. If it looks kind of dark, don't worry. We're going to go over and lighten and kind of add more layers here. So don't freak out. Next up, we'll be going in with our bluey white, which is a really densely pigmented, bright, bright white color. Grabbing some with our liner brush. You can get rid of the excess and roll it into the brush a little bit on your palette so you have a nice sharp line. So here's where we're going to start creating those kind of marble lines with our brush. And my trick with this is that when I'm holding the brush and I'm making those lines, I'm not gripping my brush like I'm making a perfectly straight line. My brush could almost fall out of my hand here, okay? Very, very lightweight. And kind of use those coffee shakes. Have a couple extra coffees before you try your rose quartz. I swear it helps because you're making very kind of shaky lines. It can be very light to very heavy. So I kind of just hold my brush very lightly and let it fall onto the nail. Grabbing a little bit more white here. And I'm going to see about making kind of a triangle offshoot here. Those are like my preliminary lines. I'm going to thicken out a couple parts of the lines just so we have some variation. Now I'm going to take my smoosh brush, which I've cleaned off with my brush cleaning gel so there is nothing on it whatsoever. And we're going to use this to just gently blend along the one side of our shaky lines and pull the color out, make it look a little bit more natural. If you feel like you need to add a little bit more white to make your lines a little more crisp again, you absolutely can. I haven't cured this white at all yet. I'm just adding a little bit more if I feel like I've maybe blended the white away a little bit too much. And then I'm going to come back, really trying to keep my brush on one side of that white line. And if you want to stray away from your original line and create some more shadows, that looks pretty cool too. I'm going to do another little white corner over here. I feel like it would look really nice. And again, blending with my smoosh brush, trying to stay on one side of that line. And if you have any harsh spots or something's not looking too blended, don't worry about it. Just focus on creating texture here. We want the lines, we want a little bit of a fade on either side of the line. We want it to look kind of effortless and like the lines naturally appeared there. And when you're happy, we'll cure for 30 seconds. So everything is cured, but I feel the need to add a little bit more spritzer just to make myself happy, and that is completely fine. The more layers you add to this and kind of overlap the colors, creating more light and shadow and kind of variance in your pinks, it's going to give you a lot more kind of dynamic effect. So I've cured that extra spritzer, and I know what you're thinking. That spritzer's looking real dark, right? But hold on here. There's one more step to this, and that's going to be going in with another coat of our rose quartz color. Veiling all of this texture that we created with the spritzer and the bluey white with more of this rose quartz color really just softens everything, makes it look very kind of dreamy and romantic, gives a lot of depth to the colors, and kind of brings it all together as well. So once that's applied, we'll do another 30-second cure. So here's where you can stop and take a step back and say, okay, how do I like this? Do I want to add anything else? Do I want more white lines? Do I want stronger white lines? Do I want to add another layer of pink to make this a little softer? For me, what I'm going to do is actually take some bluey white on my smoosh brush, and I'm going to create some more kind of whitened texture in this corner over here. I feel like I want some more highlights kicking around. I'm trying to create kind of like a cloudy section. I really like having a lot of contrast with the light and dark in the pinks here. I think it makes it really visually interesting. So I'm adding some more up here as well, right beside where I have a darker corner of that spritzer. I'm actually also gonna just very lightly add a little more contrast to my white lines over here. Even create a little window in the triangle section that I created. And I'm going to go in with another coat of rose quartz just to really soften this out. I want it to look super dreamy and pink and marshmallowy. So I'm really fading out that spritzer, really lightening it up, and really kind of blending out those white cloudy areas that I've created. And then once you're happy, all you need is to seal it in with a nice coat of ultra glossy top coat. And because we've worked in very thin layers as well, we didn't have to use a ton of product because there's so much pigment and we really blended everything out. It's going to be really easy to really keep this a very smooth nail design. And there you go, a super easy way to achieve this really dreamy rose quartz look that anybody would love to wear for spring and summer. All right, so there you go, a super easy way to create some really beautiful, feminine, dreamy rose quartz nails. So you can grab all of those products that I just used in the brand new Rose Quartz Kit on kokoistusa.com right now. And as always, if you guys have any questions whatsoever, we have our cute little comment section right below. Feel free to drop your questions in there. We'll do our very best to get back to you as quickly as possible. Other than that, I hope you have a super amazing work week. Stay busy, stay inspired, and we'll see you right back here in 7 days for another episode of Monday Masters. Take care.